Imagine one bad post, one dumb video, one time you think you're being funny, and bam, you've literally changed the whole trajectory of your life overnight. Like yesterday, you were going to a top 15 university in the country, and now you've been kicked out and forced to get a fast food job over some edgy joke you made in your adolescence. Well, ladies and gentlemen, that perfectly describes on how your digital footprint can absolutely destroy your life. And who didn't feel this thing harder than Anthony Fontano? Let me give you a brief review. So popular YouTuber and subpar music reviewer Anthony Fontano had got torn apart on Twitter over racist remarks he made. Notably, one being him quoting someone saying the hard R while also saying it himself.
Who infamously called Ian a nigger faggot, and now he just kind of quotes that to death. That dude clearly had a few screws loose, but...
Another instance also surfaced of him making fun of the infamous case of Trayvon Martin, a teen who was killed by an off-duty cop over a bag of Skittles, which is absolutely such a crazy thing to post because there is no coming back or reasoning to making fun of a kid who lost his life to police brutality. Like, no, bro. And what makes this even crazier is that dude literally had a platform before this and has been giving shitty music reviews years before this.
I'm feeling a light to decent 6 on this thing, but that's just my opinion. You guys, you were asking for this. Let me know what you think of this album.
And had some people trying to defend his case by saying, but oh, he had a black wife. That's the thing. He had a black wife, not anymore, which also makes it kind of worse because then you ask the question, why did she leave him? But anyways, enough Fontano slander. And this isn't even the tip of the iceberg when it comes to people's lives being ruined by their previous online activity. Because imagine if you land your dream job at a major magazine and you're living happy and being compensated very well, but in the middle of your first week on the job, someone on your team digs up tweets from when you were 17 and you're currently 27. Well, that nightmare came to life for a woman by the name of Alexi McCammon, who in 2021 was fired from her new job at Teen Vogue for anti-Asian tweets she posted as a senior in high school in the year 2011. Which made headlines because Teen Vogue is a very anti-racist and progressive brand, and this was also around the time anti-Asian hate crimes were on the rise. So having someone who was racist or perceived by the public as a racist was a big no-no for the brand, which led to her giving a full PR written apology that was also on Twitter, by the way. But that was ultimately not enough to stop the public backlash, and she was forced to resign from her dream job over a stupid tweet she made before she could even vote. And that's the brutal reality of posting things or anything online, because every tweet, every TikTok, DM, or comment you post is like a tattoo that will never fade. And here's the kicker, it doesn't matter if you deleted it, made it private, or thought no one would care. Brother, the internet never forgets. College admissions check it, employers check it. Like, bro, you can never escape your digital footprint. That shit will always come to bite you in the fucking ass. Like, bruh, I remember my freshman year of college, there was literally a girl who was kicked out of our school for basically posting how she didn't like this one professor. And she posted on her story, and I quote, "Professor XYZ gets no bitches," as a literal joke. And you're probably thinking, that wouldn't be a big deal, to be honest, and that it's a story and it's only going to be up for like 24 hours. But then the next day I see her walking by my place and laughing and saying that she has to go to the student affairs office and they probably got her confused with someone else. Now, I don't know why she was laughing because we never saw her again. Her chance at a college education was literally thrown out the window over a kinda harmless joke. And to be honest, most of these people who fall victim to their footprint don't really deserve it if you really think about it. Whether it's colleges and jobs doing unnecessary checks or cancel culture just eating away at someone who said something really stupid when they were really young, but some people deserve every part of the backlash. For example, there was a very big alt-right white supremacist podcast that went by the name of The Daily Shah, and it was ran by a couple middle-aged white men who lived normal, discreet lives. The podcast reached peak popularity in between the years 2016 to 2018, and the men did everything they could do to conceal their identities and only use their voices when it came to recording.
Imported Americans and Russians to come and burn everything down for them.
Yeah.
For the nation. And
they opened the borders to the United States.
They did all the destruction the Germans didn't want to do.
But that was enough for the public, and by late 2018, people were able to connect the voices of one member to an EMT in Virginia by the name of Alex McNabb. And what makes this discovery even worse is that his role on the podcast was this character called Dr. Narcan, who was renowned for joking about harming black and Jewish children with IVs and needles, and said that he felt immense satisfaction while doing so. This obviously led to him being immediately suspended from his job and eventually fired, and the Virginia Department of Health conducting an investigation, because if you don't know what an EMT is, they're basically the first responders who provide care in the ambulance. So it was very plausible that he could have done the things that he was spewing on his podcast. But the case was eventually closed due to the VDH finding no substantial evidence to take in the court. A small win for Mr. McNabb after losing everything. And this is why you have to be very cautious of what you decide to post on the internet and what persona or mask you decide to play on the web. Personally, fuck Mr. McNabb and the whole podcast and whoever was associated with that. But one video can literally close an opportunity for you years down the line and could potentially impact other aspects of your life. So moral of the story, don't be a fuck up and don't post something stupid.